Okay, I needed to not cry. I didn't think this was gonna happen. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren if you're new here, and hello, how are you? It's Saturday. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. Welcome to my Storytime Saturday series. Hope you guys are enjoying. It's currently Friday night. Yes, my pants are in the background because I'm not wearing any because it's Friday night and I do what I want. I wanted to make this Storytime video and just talk to you guys about my very first YouTube paycheck. I actually dug through my old things, and of course I had to keep my Google AdSense envelope that like told me like, hey, you made some money on YouTube, let's pay you. So let's dive right into that story. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Lauren, how are you? Make sure you are subscribed with your little posties turned on, hit that bell so you know as soon as I upload, and let's talk about YouTube AdSense. Where do I begin? Let me back up a little bit first. I always wanted to start a YouTube channel. When I was like 15 years old, I was convinced that I was gonna make a YouTube channel and I was gonna sing. Like that one girl, Molly Kate Kestner, who has that incredible voice and that incredible viral song. I was like, that's gonna be me one day, Mom. Well, it wasn't. And I don't know what kept me. I never started one and I always wanted to. Fast forward to 2016 where I met a guy. We started dating. He had a YouTube channel. He knew that I always wanted to start one. So he encouraged me to do it and I sat down and I did it. What's so funny to think about is when I started it, my YouTube channel was called Lauren Live. That was the very first iteration of my YouTube channel. If I can find it, I'm gonna put on the screen my very first channel art banner, which is just so funny to think about and how far I've come in terms of like the banner and what I want it to look like, etc. I always wanted to do it and I kind of needed that push to start it. So I did that, and then a few months later, I moved to California. Now, I was an on-camera host in Denver. I hosted my own travel show for Comcast, and I had so much fun being a host that I was like, oh, moving to LA and becoming an on-camera host is gonna be so easy, right? Wrong. Wrong. Very, very wrong. So once I realized how actually hard it is out here, and it's very, very competitive, and that was when I was like, you know what? I love pop culture. I'm gonna start making pop culture videos on my YouTube channel. What's so funny is as I'm scrolling through my oldest uploads, I had 8 videos that had nothing to do with pop culture. I just like, you know what? I need to just start like vlogging. I need to start uploading something. So I posted some random vlogs, like moving to LA, all this fun stuff. And then what's funny is my very first pop culture video is called The Entire Timeline of Taylor Swift versus Katy Perry Drama. And I remember being so proud of that video, and that really, really like paved the way for Taylor Swift Tuesday. Little did I know at the time. At the time when I posted it, I don't really think it got that many views. It didn't really do very well. I mean, do very well. I think I had like 20 or like maybe 30 subscribers, you know? So I was like stoked if it hit 10 views. After that, I did videos on, is Jay-Z cheating on Beyonce with Rihanna? And then I started doing like top 10s because I thought that was really cool. It wasn't until my 16th video that I posted, which is still pretty crazy and early on in my YouTube career, that I hit over 1,000 views on a video. And that 16th video was my official reaction to Taylor Swift's music video, Look What She Made Me Do. I was going through a breakup with that guy. At that time, I was in a really bad place mentally. I was staying with my best friend, Adrienne Finch. She was like letting me sleep in her bed. Love her so much. And I'll never forget, we didn't have cable, and Taylor Swift released her Look What She Made Me Do music video. I believe it was the VMAs. And I was like, oh my God, Adrienne, you have to watch it with me. Like, I'm so excited. We have to like watch it as soon as it posts. She goes, Lauren, you should do a reaction. Like, you should post a reaction video to this. And I was like, okay, I've never posted a reaction video on my channel before. That could be fun. So I did that, and that video did really, really well. Like, it did surprisingly well. August 28th, 2017, that was my first video that I think hit over 1,000 views and started to do really, really well. And that was awesome and so exciting. It's actually how a lot of you guys found me, and wow, that's like so crazy to think about. That my 16th YouTube video is the video that Taylor Swift saw and included on the Reputation Stadium tour. That's wow. That's very early on in anyone's YouTube career. Wow. It wasn't until that weekend when I was like, you know, I did a reaction to Look What She Made Me Do, but I think I've only seen like one video online talking about all of the hidden messages and like references that Taylor Swift included. I think there was only like one video that talked about like the hidden messages that like were included in Taylor Swift's music video for this, but it didn't really talk about anything that wasn't like super obvious. Like, yes, Niles Schoberg is on the graveyard, we all know, but like the other things, the Met Gala dress, so many Katy Perry, media, Kim and Kanye references, and I was like, why is no one talking about this? I guess I'll go in and make a video about it and see what happens. And my Look What You Made Me Do Decoded video is the video that went viral for me. My 17th YouTube, wow, that's really, really cool. I've never like sat down and like counted like the number of video that it was for me. 17 is really early on to have a viral video. And to some people, 500,000 views may not be viral to them. Like to them, viral is like millions and millions of views. But keep in mind, at the time, before I posted my Look What You Made Me Do Decoded video, I had 300 subscribers. So 300 subscribers and a video hitting 500,000 views, that's viral to me. I don't know about you guys, that's viral in my eyes. And that was the most shocking, insane, amazing thing that's ever happened to me. It's how a lot of you guys found me. And that's just so crazy to think about how like I started YouTube and like Taylor Swift was like the path for me, like right away. Isn't that so crazy to think about? I started YouTube back before the Pauls, the Logan Paul, Jake Paul, like kind of ruined it for everybody, all the smaller creators. So I didn't have to hit that threshold in order to get paid. But in order to get paid on YouTube, you do have to hit $100 in your Google AdSense. And the way that it works, or the way that it used to work, for me anyway, you'd sign up for a YouTube channel, you would give it a name, you'd start posting videos, and then you have to make a Google AdSense account. Back then, that was it. I could post a video of a cat, and if it got a few hundred views, a few 100,000 views, like you could make money from that, whether or not it was like $1 or like $3, you could make money right away from uploading to YouTube. That unfortunately is not the case anymore. As of right now, if you were to start a YouTube channel today, in order to make money off of it, you have to have at least 4,000 hours watched in the last 12 months, I believe, and at least 1,000 subscribers in order for your channel to be monetized in YouTube's eyes. Look What You Made Me Do Decoded. That was the craziest Labor Day weekend of my life. At the time, I was at my friend's wedding in Breckenridge, and the whole weekend, like, we didn't really have good service because we're in the mountains, obviously, and I just remember being like, guys, my video hit 1,000 views. Like, what the? This is so exciting. An hour later, guys, my video's at 5,000 views. This is insane. 5,000? Like, what? What is happening? And then it just kept on climbing. 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, 200,000, 400,000 views. And I'm sitting there, my little channel's just growing and growing, and everyone's like, oh my God, who are you? Like, you like Taylor Swift, I like her too. I'm gonna subscribe. And that was so crazy, so very crazy. Like, and I don't mean to like toot my own horn, but I truly believe that like I am one of the original people who started doing the Taylor Swift Decoded videos. There are some like big media channels that did it, but no one called it decoding. I was the very first one to call it like Decoded, like with like my stencil font that I like to use in all my Decoded videos. And what's upsetting is that now that it's such a thing on YouTube, I don't think that that will ever exist again in the way that it was in 2017. Taylor Swift had just risen from the dead. There was so much to talk about, and I had like watched the video and I was like, there's just so much stuff going on and there's no one's talking about it. I'm gonna create that. Now, whenever Taylor Swift comes out with something, everyone decodes it right away, and they've got a whole editing team, and it's hard for me to like out e-news, so I can't really do that. But it's just so cool to think about that weekend and like that time in my life and in YouTube of what led me to right now today. So from that Look What You Made Me Do reaction and decoded video, my first YouTube paycheck was around $700, give or take. At the time, talking to certain networks about joining them, and so I didn't really see that money right away, because a network is like actors have agents and singers have like labels. YouTube channels have networks, if that makes any sense, and they help them manage stuff, and so I was essentially getting paid through my network after I signed through them. So that $700 kind of like came in a few paychecks, but that was crazy to me. I didn't have a job at the time. I had just moved to California. I was going through a crazy breakup, and I mean, I had some jobs at the time, but nothing like really substantial. And to receive $700 in a check for a video that I made on YouTube was wild. Just wild. Again, I didn't receive it all in one. It was over the course of a few months I remember receiving it, but that kind of blew my mind that that could happen. What's really crazy to think about is that like today, as of Friday, May 31st, 2019, none of my other videos have ever hit 500,000 views. I think I have one Kylie Jenner video that hit 100,000, and like, that's it. Pretty crazy to think about that was that one video, and today it's at 526,000 views. And I just remember that I just wanted to make my YouTube channel on pop culture from a positive light. I was like, how can I talk about pop culture like I was a host at E! News or Entertainment Tonight, but like give both sides of the story and then my opinion, and kind of talk about it in like a positive light. That was kind of always my goal with my YouTube channel. I just kind of fell into Taylor Swift. Like, yes, I've always loved her growing up, like loved her, but I never expected to become this Swiftie YouTuber, Taylor Swift Tuesday. Now I know every little thing going on in her life, and it's really cool that that happened, and I'm so happy that you guys are watching me because of that, and I'm happy that you're watching my other videos that don't have to do with Taylor Swift, that just have to do with me, because that means so much to me. It really, really does. And so today I actually went on a friend's podcast, and at the end of us recording, she says, okay, I always like ask people this question: what would you tell your younger self if you could? And I looked at her and I was just like, I would tell her to start a YouTube channel when you wanted to. If I had started one when I was 15, who knows where I would be in life. I'm not saying that I regret anything. I'm just saying that I look back and I think about how insecure I was and like what people would think about me if I were to start a YouTube channel, and none of my friends in Denver really understood like wanting to be on camera, and I just didn't really feel that creatively inspired there. And if I had the chance to, I would tell my younger self to just do it. Start that YouTube channel. Start writing down your creative ideas. And that's what I want to tell you guys. Anyone out there that's ever considered starting a channel, starting something creative, wanting to just learn how to draw, learn how to paint. Like, we all get so stuck in this like fear, this like, oh, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to like stray from my routine. I'll just go hang out with my friends. I'll go to the bars. I'll go sit at the same lunch table, because why would I ever do anything different? Different is scary. Different is harder. Different is challenging. And that's how I felt. I wanted to. There was this like flame in me that I was like, this is so cool. There's a website called YouTube where you can upload videos, and anyone can upload videos and talk about anything that they want. And that's what was so cool to me about YouTube when I was 15 years old, and I never did it. And I don't get mad at myself because I try to not look back in my life and regret anything. It's just, I wish that I didn't let fear and my insecurities control me so much, because all we have in life, oh my God, why are all my Storytime Saturdays turning into like inspirational things? That's a cool direction, I guess. I mostly wanted to make this video to talk about, yes, my first YouTube paycheck, and how exciting this was to receive in the mail, that someone out there, Google, was validating that I had an ability to do something that's totally different. That's different than what my parents did, what my friends did. No one else that I knew had ever been paid to make a video online. That was mind-blowing to me. And it was just one of those things. I just remember like holding this and just being like, Google AdSense, like here's my pin, and this just meant so much to me. This was like a golden American Idol ticket. That's how I felt. And it's just so crazy to think about what this little envelope represented and what it represents to me now. Like I said, I might be a hoarder, we don't know, but I like to hold on to things like that, because this right here, what I have in my hands, is tangible evidence of what can happen if you give yourself a chance, if you do something scary and challenging. I never would in a million years would have imagined that this is where I would be. And now I have all these exciting ideas, and I have a channel. I have a YouTube channel, and right now I'm at 32,604 subscribers as of right now recording this. And that's so many. It's crazy to me that that's a thing, that I'm a thing, that you're a thing, like watching this thing. It's just so funny, because I was so hung up on, well, I want to start a channel, right? How do I do that? I gotta get a camera. Okay, I don't have a camera. Well, then what do? I have an iPhone. Okay, I have an iPhone, great. And then, well, no, I don't know how to edit, so then I'm screwed there too. And I would just create these excuses, and then I would have a camera, I would have editing software, and then I'd be like, okay, my background doesn't look good. Like, I can't record a video unless my background looks good, unless I have my hair and my makeup curled. And it's so funny, when you look at all of my earlier videos, I had super like curled hair. I would spend an hour and a half doing my makeup before each video. And the fact that I would spend so much time on what I looked like is because I was insecure. I did not know how I was gonna look on camera. I know that it's hard online, it's hard in LA. It's just, I wanted to like stand out. So it's like, oh, curly hair and a lot of makeup. That's how I'll stand out, right? Wrong. No, none of my earlier videos did very well. It was the trending topics about pop culture, and when people could see my passion for Taylor Swift and Beyonce and talking about all of these things, when people started to find me and subscribe to me. And it's so cool when you guys write me comments like, I've been with you since like 600 subscribers. That's crazy. You've been here since my channel's infancy, since it was a little toddler channel. And I don't know, I feel like it's weird to say this. Whenever I look back on like moments in my life, this was like a critical moment in my life that I was in such bad shape mentally. That weekend, Labor Day weekend, at some of my best friend's wedding, I had just got dumped. I was about to move out to LA, didn't know if I was gonna even make it in LA. I did not know what was going to happen. And when you're at a wedding, and it doesn't matter how beautiful it is or how much you love the couple, if you're single AF, you're gonna just like be at that wedding of like, am I ever gonna get married? Is anyone ever gonna love me? Like, oh my God. So I had all of these emotions running through me. Was I about to be homeless? Was I gonna have to move home? What am I doing online? I have no job, have no boyfriend, no friends in California. Like, what am I gonna do? And then my videos started picking up. And then I had hundreds of thousands of comments from people that I had never met before, people that had just found me online through my video, and they were saying the nicest things of just, Lauren, this is my reaction too, like, haha, you're so funny, I just subscribed, like, what a great personality you have. And I can't explain to you how much I could tear up right now thinking about it. I couldn't explain to you how much I needed those comments and your nice words of encouragement at that time. Wow, I'm actually crying right now. Life works in mysterious ways, and that tough time in my life, you guys got me through that. How weird is that? I didn't even know you, and you got me through that. And you gave me hope that, like, maybe I can do this YouTube thing. Maybe there's like a Lauren-shaped space on the YouTube platform just for me. And I cannot believe how misty I am thinking about this, because it's true. Nothing in my life was right at the time. Everything was wrong. Everyone was asking me, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I didn't know. I had no answer. I had nowhere to live. I had like virtually no friends in California at the time, nowhere to stay. Just to have that kind of like boost, you guys wrote me the nicest comments and you started subscribing, and you were like, wow, like, you're gonna do so well on YouTube. And it's so crazy to me to think about like the reasons why I started a channel and why I did this and why I moved there, and just thinking about all the pieces that led to like where I am right now. Sitting pantsless recording for you is just, it's so cool. And I don't regret a single thing, or a single moment of being broke and not knowing where my paycheck is gonna come from. And I'm still like that. But talking about that very first YouTube paycheck, talking about receiving this in the mail, having someone validate me for being like, hey, it's okay if you didn't have the highest SAT scores, if you didn't go to an Ivy League school, you can still do something. You're worth something. You're more than the grades. And when I was at the stage in my life, everyone around me was getting A's, getting B's, doing well in school, and I just wasn't. I was just talking and not being able to focus. And because of that, I'd always been told, like public school had always told me like, oh, you're not gonna do well in life. And I think it's so cool what this little piece of paper represents, is that this was like my ticket to like my dreams. God, is that too cheesy to say? But it is. It's like this thing of like, you can do this, you can create for a living. You can try to create until it's your full-time living, but you can try, and you're doing something right. I don't know what that is, but you're doing something, and I don't know. I just thought that was like a cool little story that I wanted to share with you guys, because I think a lot of you found me from then. And my 16th YouTube video was watched by Taylor Swift and her team, and they now have the rights to my video that they included on the Reputation Stadium tour. That is so crazy. And guys, that video only has 60,000 views. How funny is that? The world works in such a mysterious way. I'm so happy that you guys are still here with me, and that you guys still want to hear from me, and you want to support me and watch my videos. And you guys, I love when you guys comment things like, don't skip ads, it really helps Lauren out. I'm like, you guys are just the sweetest. Like, what? It does really help me out, like when you watch the ads and don't hit skip, because then that goes directly to me, and it's just really cool that you guys are such a nice, supportive community. I feel so shocked that how nice everyone is, and how nice everyone has been to me online, and that we're creating this fun community. And Rambler. I'm a grade 8 rambler. That's what I'm doing right now. I just wanted to share my story with you of my very first YouTube paycheck, and that weekend when I didn't know how badly I needed those views and comments, and that light of YouTube is a thing. It can be a thing for you in my life. Like that beacon from the heavens came down on me that Labor Day weekend, and I will never forget it, ever. And I get really emotional thinking about it. That started it all for me. That's why I'm here. Okay, I needed to not cry. I didn't think this was gonna happen. Woo! Shake it off. Pun intended. That's where it all started for me. And I'm so excited that I'm still doing this. A year and a half later, I'm still doing this, and I'm growing every day, and we're growing, and I'm learning about you guys and the things that you want to see from me, and it's really cool, and I'm very thankful. And I feel like I just say that over and over, and I hope that that doesn't like cancel out how thankful I am because I just say it so much, but I need you guys to know that I'm so thankful. I'm quoting Taylor Swift. I don't even mean to now. I was just gonna say, never in my wildest dreams, but it's true. It really is true. 2 years ago, I was unhappy in Denver and didn't think I could do anything other than sit at a desk and hate my life and my job. And yeah, that's all. I hope that you all please go out there and give yourself a chance. I don't care how old you are what you look like, any type of circumstances you are, you can do it. Whatever that thing is, you can do it. Lose the weight, ask the guy, ask the girl out, get that job, quit your job, whatever it is, you can do it. And it sounds scary because you just haven't started. Like I said in my last Storytime Saturday about moving to LA, you need to be doing one thing every single day that's working towards your long-term goal. Because if you do that in 1 month, you'll be 30 things closer to your goals. And I want to know in the comments what your guys' goal is. Whether it's, I want to get up and go to the gym today, or I want to stand up to a bully, or I want to ask my crush out, whatever it is, comment your like fears, your goals, your hopes and dreams. Let me know what they are below, and let's all just like be there for each other and just push each other forward. I don't know if that's like really cheesy, but I think that would be really, really cool, because we need to just stop letting fear control us. That's really what kept me for so long, and it's probably what keeps a lot of you guys from doing things too. And I know how that goes, and I have anxiety and I've struggled with depression before, and the only thing that's ever really helped me out of any of those things is just doing something different, doing something out of my norm, and just trying. Because if you don't try, you will never succeed. Because in order to succeed, you have to try and then fail and then try and then fail and then try and then fail and then try and then succeed. That's how it works. So if you ask that crush out and they don't like you back, you'll be okay. If you apply for your dream job and you don't get it, you'll be okay. But the thing is, in both of those scenarios, you have to get back up and do it again. You just have to. That's just the way life works. When I first posted my very first YouTube video and it got no views, I was pretty discouraged, but I continued to post. Life is just a funny little thing. And I just want all of you guys, you amazing, amazing subscribers, and maybe some of you guys not subscribers, you should subscribe. I just want to see you guys succeed and do well in life and not let fear control you like it controlled me for so long. It's like Storytime Saturdays are turning into like motivational Mondays, but like, I don't know why I like alliteration so much. Lauren Lipman likes alliteration. Can you blame me? I don't know. But I'm actually really enjoying making these Storytime Saturdays. I hope you guys are too. And yeah, don't forget to comment below what your hopes and your fears are, and let's all motivate each other and help us all get past that fear stage, because we all know how scary it can be. And like those words to me on August 28th through September 1st of Labor Day weekend, like your words meant so much to me then. How about we make our words mean a lot to each other now, below in the comments? I think that'd be pretty cool. Sorry if I just like laid on the cheese like really thick, like slapped it right on a bagel, cheesy, because I don't really care. When I watch videos like this, that motivates me. So all I really would love to do is motivate you guys. I love you all. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to leave it a like. Make sure you're subscribed with your post notifications turned on, because right now, as you're watching this video, I'm getting ready to go to Wango Tango to see Taylor Swift perform live for the second time in my life. Only second. And it's because of one of you subscribers. Bonnie literally bought my tickets to go see her tomorrow and vlog the whole thing, and it will be up on my channel this week. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, by the way, and all my social medias, but on Instagram, I will be posting a lot. So make sure you do that. Hope you enjoy and hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Mwah! I love you all so very much. Bye.